right, ready to go on an adventure? All right, so what we're doing today is we're actually going to be going to several different Walmarts in the area trying to find the Ozark shaft lock knife. Let's get it. So the Walmart right by my house, it doesn't really have that great of a selection. I've checked multiple weeks and they have just like the same knives and a lot of volume of them. So this one's a little bit further from the house. I'm going to try this one first. And if this one doesn't have it, there's another one on the next major street down. We'll try checking that one out. I'm probably not going to take the mic in there because I don't know if I'm allowed to record and I want to be kind of discreet. So we'll just record the inventory once we get inside. Well, the good news is the sporting goods section is pretty dead. The bad news is I think their inventory is even worse than down my way. Oh, they have it. They have it. They have it. They have it. Sweet. Is it the only one they got? Let's see here. Okay, so able to score 2 of these, which I think will be a good example. Don't think they have too much else here. Just taking a look to see what's on the shelf and behind the counter. Counter's a little dirty. They got a Buck Tecker, Buck Excerpt, Gerber Flatron, and CRKT Minimalist. They got a Blur. Not quite sure what kind of Kershaw that is. And it looks like maybe a Link. I'm not sure. Not too much to choose from in here. Can't believe I lucked out on the first alternate Walmart that I stopped at. Able to pick up 3 of these. As you can see, it does have the shaft lock. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but we'll do it back at the house. Stainless steel shaft lock. A little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. So what we'll do is we'll probably do an unboxing back at the house so that we can take a look at one of these. And then if there's another channel out there that's trying to chase these, that's curious to look at the crossbar lock from Walmart's Ozark Trail brand, just let me know. Hit me up in the DM on Instagram. Happy to share it with one of you guys. And then I might just keep one of these for a giveaway, which is why I was thinking of picking up the 3rd. But we'll take these back to the house. For now, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to head on over to a local store that has a knife selection. I know that they have a knife area because Medford ships to them and you can kind of see their regular inventory from Medford. So we're gonna head on over to Green Top next. I gotta look at a couple other things while I'm there, but I'm gonna see if they'll let me record any of that 45 minutes away from my house. But I do go there because they are local, they're not a chain, and I like the selection. It's a very nice store. They've been around in the community for a long time, so we'll head on over. All right, so that wasn't too bad. It was like, I don't know, 23 minutes, 25 minutes. I exaggerated a little bit when we were leaving Walmart. But we're here now. I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna let me record here either. So I'm gonna go in and take a look and see if I can get any footage. If not, I'll just kind of let you guys know what I saw inside. I got some string lights. I wasn't really able to film anything at the display case. All right, so I couldn't really record much in there. Everything was in a display case. The busiest section was obviously over at the gun safe, or the guns display case was the most hopping thing in there. The biggest selection they had was their Medfords. They have a ton of Medfords, and I actually got to handle the Smooth Criminal, which I've never handled before. It's a lot smaller than I realized. So I went over to the knife display case and they have a really small selection of Spydercos. They had the Yojimbo, one Yojimbo 2, one Mannix 2. They had a couple of pair of 3s and I think a pair of 2 and a couple, I think they had a native 5 and then some Delicas. They had a very small selection of Benchmades. I think they had like 1 bug out 3 Adamas and a couple of the new fixed blades. And the next biggest thing that they had, like definitely the biggest, was the Medfords, but I'm not really sure. I guess their Kershaw ZT display was the next biggest. They have some of the usual suspects, and he was letting me know that the automatics in Virginia are now legal, and he was showing me some of the automatics, which was cool. But handling that Smooth Criminal for sure was something I was really glad I was able to do, because I'd always been kind of contemplating that, and it's really well made, really good action. It's just really small, much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I would say the Slim MIDI continues to probably be my favorite Medford as far as the EDC. Everything else was, you know, it's just, they're bruisers, right? They're big, hard use tools. But overall, it was, you know, it was decent, because it's probably the closest thing we have here where you can go in person and see. Now, around the corner from here, there is a Bass Pro Shop. I'm going to roll over there really quick just to take a peek since I'm over here, because they don't have that on our side of town. And just see what they have. I don't think they usually carry much, but let's go ahead and jump over there while we're on the side of town and take a look. All right, so Bass Pro was right around the corner, which is nice. Just gonna run in real quick, check it out. If I can get any footage, I will. If not, I'll just kind of let you know what I saw inside. I don't think Bass Pro really has too much in the way of pocket knives. I don't even think they have that much in the way of hunting gear. But we'll run in here real quick, take a look. Some stuff on the wall. Down the bottom. We got the new readout. Some saw gear here. The terminus is over here. A couple other knives. They had more than I was expecting, which was nothing. They had some, I think I was able to get a little bit of footage. I can't remember what display it was that I was able to get some footage of, but it was on the bottom shelf, and then they had like the top shelf in the back. And they had just a few Benchmades. They had the readout and whatever the other one is that looks like a slightly bigger clip point variant of the bug out. They had that back there either. I didn't really ask for any assistance to look at anything like I did over at Green Top, but Green Top had more overall selection, I think. But they definitely had some stuff, so it was kind of cool to check that out. I wish I could have gotten some more footage for you guys. It would have been more fun, I think, that way, but not a bad little trip out. Let's go head on back and check out the shaft lock knives. All right, well, that was fun. We are back home. We have the shaft locks here. I did pick up 3 of them. I am going to probably do like a review on one, obviously, and then give away another, and then I will probably offer up to any other reviewers that might want one to send it out to them, because I think some have had interest in actually taking a look at this, and they've actually been really hard to find. So at my local Walmart, they were coming in at $5.94 a piece. In case you are wondering, let's see which one here. That one's got some oil on it, got a little mark going down the side. This one looks good. Let's set the other 2 aside. And in the pocket today, because all day been riding around and didn't share what was in the pocket, I have the Vero Engineering Impulse, and we're just going to slice right into the plastic and get that out. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. 7-inch pocket knife, stainless steel blade, plastic handles, 3-inch stainless steel blade, 4-inch plastic handles that has the shaft lock, and a pocket clip. And this says OT 7-inch full length. There you go. Oh, I guess it does say that. Yeah, 7-inch, duh. Pocket knife, and made in China. Walmart Inc. Ozark Trail is a trademark. All right, that's everything that it says on it. Let me put my Vero down and let's have a look at this. Not a review, obviously. I'm just taking it out of the package after having hunted it down. Let me know if you're interested in a full review. I just wanted to look at it real quick. It's an overview of the knife. So because it does have the full steel liners, very solid in hand. The plastic isn't flexing anywhere. It does have a decent deep carry pocket clip with Minimal height on the screws. They are not really protruding into the steel liner. It does have a little hole drilled out through the back here of the knife. Thumb studs, and let's see what the action's like. So it's a little stiff, but you know, just out of the box, trying to see if this is on washers or bearings. It feels like it's on washers, because even when you take this tension off, it feels like there's some resistance here. So I don't know what type of washers are in there, so I definitely can't speak to that. Also looks like it has a slightly recurved blade right here, and you see that looks like it's recurved a little bit. Surprisingly, a good sharpening choil. Like the plunge ground is way back off here, and it's hollow ground, so it is ultra thin behind the edge. Kind of crazy. I'd be curious what kind of steel this was. Not sure if there's a way to really find out. The action's okay. I mean, for a smaller knife, it definitely a little bit harder to get to the crossbar lock studs, but the thumb studs kind of remind me of something you'd find like on a smaller QSP, like the Parrot maybe, or I think the ones on the Ontario Rat and Rat 2 are better than this. It is way out of center. See that there? Let's see if I can bring it up. It is definitely favoring the pocket clip side. It is loose in the pivot. Oh, and it is backing out on me. Huh. All right, my curiosity is getting the better of me right here, right now. I know I just ended that last video, but I'm just gonna take it apart real quick and take a look at what's in going on with the knife. Just because it's not centered, and I'm dying to know what is in the pivot. So if you stuck around to the end, kudos to you. We are about to dive in here and have a look at this knife and see what's going on. See. Yep, so it's got steel omega springs. Looks like they have oil all along the liner for the plastic cover. So very interesting. I was just curious to see what was in the knife. I think it would take an omega spring. I'm surprised the hole's kind of so far back. I would have thought it would have been a little bit closer. So if you were curious to see what the inside looked like, hopefully you stay tuned long enough to catch this. It's actually inset too. I don't think I realized that until I took the pocket clip out. It's actually inset to the scale. Let's see here. Better than it was. Let's see if it actually can be flicked easily. Yep. It's better than it was. Anyway, I'm not going to do anything else with this one because I can go down the rabbit's hole trying to put it all together. So I will splice back into the other video. Just curious, I wanted to check it out. If you're interested in a full review, what I can do is just kind of do some cutting on some cardboard. Let's test it on a piece of paper real quick and see. Does not have a very, yeah, it's the okay edge. I mean, it is cutting, but it's kind of tearing through the paper. So not the best edge. I mean, for less than $6, I don't know what I was expecting. But if you want, I can strop it, try to get it to go through the paper really good, take it through some cardboard, and then give you my thoughts and impressions if you're interested in that. But let me know down in the comments if you're interested in that. If you enjoyed today's little adventure video, do me a favor, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along as I continue to grow the channel. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along as I continue to bring you the content. Thanks to everyone out there that is subscribed, regularly leaving likes and comments. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. And until next time, peace.